As the train neared its final stop, Lucy dozed off, waking to find only one other passenger, an old man sitting across from her, grinning widely. She gave him a polite nod before looking at her phone. When she glanced back up, the man was sitting closer. His grin had stretched unnaturally wide. "You shouldn't be here," he whispered. The train screeched to a halt. Lucy bolted out of her seat, but when she looked back, the man was gone. The conductor found her later, frozen in fear. "Miss," he said, confused, "this train has been empty for years." The doll that blinked. Lisa found an old porcelain doll in her grandmother's attic. It had cracked skin, but its blue glass eyes were strikingly lifelike. That night, as she lay in bed, she swore she saw the doll blink. She laughed it off, telling herself she was imagining things. The next morning, the doll was gone. Lisa turned slowly, her stomach sinking. It was sitting on her dresser, its cracked lips curled into a smile. The wrong reflection. Emma was brushing her teeth when she noticed her reflection wasn't in sync. It blinked too late, smiled too long. She waved her hand, testing it. The reflection hesitated just for a second. Then, it grinned wider, stepped forward, and reached out. Emma stumbled backward, but her reflection didn't stop. It stepped out of the mirror completely. The last thing she saw was her own face, smiling down at her as the lights went out.
Ever since she was a child, Sophie was afraid of something lurking under her bed. She would never let her feet dangle over the edge. One night, she woke up paralyzed with fear. A raspy voice from beneath the bed whispered, "Come down here, just for a second." Summoning her courage, she peeked under the bed and saw herself staring back, eyes wide in terror. The other Sophie whispered, "That thing in the bed isn't me." In Greenbrier County, West Virginia, Elvazona Heister was found dead under suspicious circumstances. Her husband, Erasmus Shue, claimed she had died of everlasting faint. However, Elva's mother, Mary Jane Heister, insisted that her daughter's ghost visited her in dreams, revealing that Shue had murdered her. After exhuming the body, investigators found that Elva's neck had been broken. Shue was arrested and convicted, making this one of the few cases where a ghost's testimony contributed to solving a crime.
On the night of June 9, 1912, in the small town of Villisca, Iowa, the Moore family, Josiah, his wife Sarah, and their 4 children settled in for the night after a church event. 2 young girls, Lena and Ina Stillinger, were staying over as guests. 8 people in total were inside the house. By morning, they were all dead. A neighbor noticed the house was strangely silent, with no movement inside. When she knocked and got no response, she called a relative, who unlocked the front door. What he found inside would haunt the town forever. Every single person in the house had been bludgeoned to death with an axe. Investigators determined that the killer had entered the home late at night and long-form video will be posted soon. Please help me subscribe for more content like this.
This story is based on the actual event. In a remote farmstead in Bavaria, Germany, the Gruber family and their maid were brutally murdered with a mattock, a farming tool. The eerie part: days before the murders, the family reported strange occurrences: footsteps in the attic, unfamiliar newspapers appearing in the house, and a set of mysterious keys. The killer is believed to have lived in the house for days after the murders, feeding the animals and staying hidden. The case remains unsolved to this day, and the farm was eventually demolished to erase the haunting memories. Please follow this channel. The long-form videos of this story will be posted soon.